Hi. Hello.
Hello, teacher.
Hi, Betty. Good evening. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. And you?
Yeah, me too. So far, so good. And happy Friday. Okay, so what did you do today? Could you talk about your day?
I had a geography test this morning and it was pretty good. This afternoon, I just stay at home and do my homework. And I just came home from the extra math class.
Oh, so is today a long day for you, or is a normal day? It's just a normal day.
I think it's a normal day.
Really? Even if you had an exam?
Yeah, like this is the last exam, so I feel like happy for
So
uh
you can chill after.
yeah.
Good for you. Okay, so last time we talked about what is the topic related to this one with the law and what about the government with the diet.
The food.
Yeah, it's about the food, right? Under the culture, right? Yeah. Of course, it also relate to culture, and of course for culture relate to government, right? It's really different from each country. What about your government? What can you say? Do you think they're um are they concerned with your health or the people's health in Vietnam? Are
Mm,
they involved?
like wait, let me think a bit.
Like if the government is involved, like they make action about it. So they watch news
Like just sometimes.
sometimes. Yeah, so maybe if they are involved with the health of its people, its your country's people, of course, they make campaigns too, right? Or maybe they make healthy food cheaper than than for the benefit of poor people, right? Because some food it's not really that cheap, right? But you mentioned it's cheap, right? Your food and it's healthy. You said.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, we have this vocab last time. You remember?
Yeah.
So we launched a campaign. What about law? Let's see if you remember.
Uh I think it's pass a law.
What?
I
Collocations.
think it's pass the
See?
law.
Okay. Pass a law. For awareness, we usually say
Raise awareness.
raise awareness. Okay. Something illegal.
Make something illegal.
Yes. Or make something legal. Okay. The other way around. Taxes.
Raise taxes.
Raise taxes. Okay, and the right.
Have the right.
Have the right. Okay. So what about taxes? What do you know about taxes or the tax?
Like if we buy something, we have to pay like extra money
Mm-hmm.
for like It will be sent to
Where do government use taxes? Why did we need to pay extra? Like example, if I buy a bread, there's a tax, right?
yeah.
Right? Like the value added tax or the VAT, the VAT, that's the value added tax. Why do I need to pay like extra cent for that bread alone? So where do they use the tax?
I think to build more facilities
Mm-hmm.
and maybe to pay the teachers, I
Yes.
think.
Of course, there are public employees too, right? Like
Yeah.
teachers, policemen. There are policemen who works in public services. So that's where that taxes go. And if we need like facilities, like for public schools, yes. Okay. So all of us we pay taxes. Do you agree?
Yeah.
How about you? How do you pay tax?
Mm, like
Or how do
my
you
parents
contribute?
pay for me.
Yeah, when you buy things, it has anything has a tax, like everything. Like when you go to grocery store, if you look at the receipt, you will see at the end. Maybe your total is just $100, but with the value added tax, it will be $125. So you just paid $25.
Yeah.
Okay. So here, let's see. Oh yeah, we stopped in here, right? We had the present perfect continuous. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we use this again for
Or to talk about something that happened in the past and we still do it now.
okay, so it's not actually happened in the past. It started happening in the past, right? And still we're doing it now. Like how long? It's the duration, right? Okay, so what are the things that you started doing in the past and still doing now?
Mm, I started playing the piano and the guitar in the past, and I still play it now.
So you say,
Uh, I've been playing the piano and the guitar for nearly 1 year.
for a year now, right? Okay, or have been playing or using piano. So how was it? How have you been doing with that?
Uh, it's been very good.
Mm.
Like for sometimes the guitar strings hurt my fingers, but like I feel very happy when I can play a full song.
Oh, so you have a skill. Okay, so let's see here. We have, of course, for grammar, when it comes to the tenses, we have rules, right? With the subject. What are the subjects in English?
Like I we
Hmm? There are subjects that they're always together with the rules. And these are I, you, we, they. Okay. Also, he, she, and
he it
it. Okay, so with the rules, sometimes they're always together. Okay, but when it comes to present perfect continuous, we use have for which one? Which group?
have for are you we they
Mhm. And
and has for he she it.
a. So of course we have to remember the rules with the subject too. Okay, not just the use of form or where do we use it. Okay, let's see. So you mentioned we use the action that, see, it says here began in the past, right? We do not see that was. started in the past. We began in the past and still in the progress. Anything that's in progress now. Okay, and we usually use for and since for how long for the progress. That's why we say, oh, I have been playing guitar for a year now, right? You use for, right?
Yeah.
Or we can use, I have been playing guitar since 20, maybe 2020, like that. Okay, let's try this one. Here we have the verb play. Can we use present perfect continuous?
I think we have been playing tennis for an hour.
Okay, should be we have been playing. For how long? For
For an hour.
what about this? It's a question.
Mm, I think it's how long have you been waiting
Okay.
since midday?
So how long have you been waiting, right? Since midday. And also the action that has recently stopped. Okay, like recently, which explains the present situation. But there is a present situation. Look at this sentence. What is the present situation here? Or what is the answer first?
I think I've been carrying these heavy bags.
Okay, that's why I'm tired. Here I have been carrying these heavy bags. Maybe I have put down the bags already when I say this, right? So I have been, and then I am just bending out my frustration to you. Like, oh, I have been carrying these heavy bags, right? That's why I feel tired or I look tired now, right? So this one just recently stopped. So I already finished carrying these bags, but I am just letting you know, right? So we have two actions for present perfect continuous. Let's try. Number one.
I think you have been playing that computer game for hours.
Mhm. So have been playing. Two.
I think I feel sick. I've been eating chocolates all day.
Okay. Just one.
I'm sure you passed your exam. You have been working all term.
Okay.
I think number 4 is who who has been drinking my orange juice. My glass is half empty.
Okay.
I think number 5 is Luke isn't Lady Gaga's cousin. Uh, he has been pulling your leg.
Okay. What is the meaning of pulling your leg again?
It's like joking.
Yeah.
I think number 6 is the weather's great. Uh, we have been wearing shorts every day.
Okay, so of course for this, you're correct, right? Let's see the rules. Let's go back to the rules again. First action, it began in the past and still in the progress. For the sentences, we can go back later. This is the number one rule. Second rule, the action that has recently stopped, but okay, there is a present situation like this one. That's why I'm tired. Okay, but I'm done carrying these heavy bags. Okay, we still use the present perfect. So with these sentences, which rule is number one? Is it started in the past or recently stopped?
I think it started in the past and um still in progress.
Why?
Um because it said that you've been playing that computer game for hours.
Yes. Mhm.
Yeah, and it doesn't say doesn't talk about the situation.
Yes, so there's no situation here. And the question asked, haven't you finished yet? So that means not yet. True? Is this rule number 1 or rule number 2?
I think it's number 2
Why? What is the situation here?
because that person have been eating chocolates all day, and I think the situation now is he's tired. He
Yeah,
feels sick.
yeah, like he or she feels sick, right? What about number 3?
Number 3 is I'm sure you passed your exams. I think
You have been
I think
working all
it's
term. Rule?
I think it's rule number 2.
Okay, so what is the situation here?
Um, the situation is that the person will pass their exam.
Yes, it says here it's in the future, right? I'm sure you will pass your exams. So that means talking about like, oh, you're finished your exam. I'm sure you will pass them, right? And it says you have been working all term, talking about the all term. So it's the second rule with the situation. Number 4.
I think number 4 is rule number 2 because the situation now is that person's glass is half empty.
Yeah, like, oh, I can see it now. It's half empty, right? Already finished. Recent action. 5.
I think 5 is rule number 1
Why?
because they didn't talk about the situation now.
Yeah, there's no situation here. It's just like the general topic, right? Like, oh, it's just like pulling your leg. And last one,
I think the last one is rule number 1.
we've been wearing shorts every day.
Yeah.
Okay. So talking about only today. Okay. Oh no, I mean every day. Okay, so let's see here. So for there are two examples in exercise 1 for present perfect simple. This one present perfect simple which describe action, okay, that are finished and complete. Let's see. So earlier we have present perfect simple and now we're having present perfect continuous, right? So we use present perfect simple, not continuous, if the action is finished and complete, right? So you remember present perfect simple?
Yeah.
Yeah? So it's already completed, right? Like this one. I have written a letter. I'm going to post it now, right? And we want to say how often an action has happened, right? Let's see. Look at this one. I have known Joe for years. Why this is the correct one? Why not I have been knowing Joe for years?
I think like because that person known Joe for like years and like I think he will um like the result is I don't know how to explain.
Yeah, you're really there. You're going there. So you see, there are similarities with the present perfect continuous and present perfect simple, right? It's just they're trying to review. We're just reviewing here that these rule are present perfect simple, not continuous. So when the action is finished and complete, we use present perfect simple. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, you just have to remember the two rules with the present continuous. Do not be confused because they're somehow similar. And if how often an action has happened. Okay, so in this case, if how many times this action happened, we do not use continuous. We use present perfect simple. Right? Example, she has broken her leg 3 times. Right? And with state verbs like, love, and know. Okay? So we use present perfect simple, not continuous. Okay. Here I have an email with the present perfect simple or continuous. Okay, do not be confused. It's either present perfect simple or continuous. Okay, let's try.
I think hi Tom. So we're halfway through the summer holiday. Um, I think it's had you enjoy it?
Is it have you enjoy it? We're halfway through the summer holiday. Have you been enjoying? Why? Look at the first sentence. We are just halfway through it. So it's not yet finished, right? So we use continuous in here in this question. Have you been enjoying it? Okay, so we also check the sentence before. Okay, Aunt Vera, let's try again.
I think Aunt Vera has been staying with us.
Okay,
Dad and Aunt Vera had never liked each other.
okay, have never liked. Here we use present perfect simple. Why?
Like they
There is a rule here. The third rule. Let's go back. Rule number 3 with state verbs like, I do not like, I do not love, I do not know. We use present perfect simple. Okay? Not continuous. Okay, so let's go back here. So it says here, Dad and Aunt Vera had never have never liked each other. We have like here. So it's present simple, present perfect. 4,
I think it's hadn't they haven't had any big arguments yet.
haven't had. Okay, still. But
Yeah. But that's probably because Dad mm, I think because Dad has been spending his evenings.
okay, let's see. Okay, has been spending his evenings up the attic. So this one never happened, right? Haven't had any arguments yet. Not yet. Okay. And he says,
He says he he's been working,
he's been working, but
but when I went up there, he was making a model aeroplane.
we're playing. And
He had made about 10 of them. They're on his desk.
okay, they're all on his desk. And here, why present perfect simple?
Because Dad has finished to make 10 of them, like they're completed.
Completed action. Okay, again, let's go back before we move on. Again, for the present perfect simple, there are 3 rules. What are the 3 rules? Perfect
Um,
simple, okay, not continuous. First action is First rule.
If the action is finished and completed.
Yeah, like his dad already completed those airplane, right? Second rule.
If we want to say how often an action has happened.
Yes. Okay. How often? So if there's an action, we are mentioning like how many times we use present perfect simple, not continuous. And the last rule.
With state words like, love, no.
Yes, we use present perfect simple, not continuous. Okay? Because they have the same rule, right? Like with the has and have. Okay, it's just with the V3. This one for present perfect simple, we use the V2, right? Okay, so let's move on. Here, okay, let's ask Betty for some reason. You can give any reason, okay? Example, I say, oh, you look tired. For example, this one, you look confused. Okay, what is your reason? I have been trying to do my maths homework. What about here? What are the reasons we can have when someone look confused? Example, if I tell you, oh, you look confused today. You look confused.
I've been trying to do some hard chemistry exercise.
Okay. Again, you can use present perfect simple here, okay? What about you look guilty?
Mm, uh,
Can you think of something that someone or maybe yeah, maybe someone would do three to 2 to 3 times something guilty, like maybe lying or stealing.
mm, I think I I told my friend lie.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why you look guilty. You
Mm,
look, what about you look fed up? You know, fed up? Like, oh, you're so done with everything. I'm so fed up with this. Like, you're really tired of it. Fed up.
mm, I think like I've been receiving my test results. The scores are very low.
You've been receiving low test results.
Yeah.
Hmm. Okay, what about pleased? Oh, you look pleased.
Mm, um, my teacher had told me that I'm a smart girl.
Okay, so that's why you look pleased. Last one, you look tired.
Um, I've been studying all day.
Okay, so see, these example situation, okay, there are sometimes there are rules, and it's up to we need to look out the rule if we use present perfect simple or continuous. Okay, so let's have this reading practice. Okay, do you like reading?
Like, I think it's normal.
So when do you usually read? Like in English class or
Mm,
at home?
in my English class, And like I have some English comic books at home. So when I'm tired, I usually read them.
So do you read aloud or not?
I just read in my mind
Mm.
because my mom said that if I read aloud, like the I will read like I will read everything like slower than I used to.
But at school, do you also read like just in your mind? Or do you practice reading aloud at school?
Just in my mind. But like uh sometimes my teacher called some students to stand up and read that out loud. When I got called, I read that out loud as my teacher said.
Mm. Okay, so here we have a reading. The title is All in the Mind. Sometimes reading out loud is good for pronunciation practice too. Okay, so here I have a reading. Let's see, let's check the time. Okay, we have time for this one. Let's read. So I have three topics here. And this one, what do you think? What do you think the people in each photo are doing? And why are they connected? Why are these three are connected? Let's take a look at the photos. First picture, what do you think? What do you see?
I see a man through walking across the maybe the coal, like burning coal,
Yeah,
and there were some smoke.
yes. And the photo under
I
first.
I think it's kind of like scary.
Why? The mind over matter?
No, the first one.
The
For
first
the
one. Yeah, it's more like dangerous than scary. Also scary. What about the mind over matter?
mm, I think like to it's like to hypnotize somebody
Mm-hmm.
to make them maybe listen to somebody else, I think.
And what about the last one? Last photo?
The last photo, I think it's like the thing that magician usually do.
Mm-hmm. So the man is trying to, looks like the man is trying to control, right? Or move the apple or the fruit. Okay, let's read letter A, fire walking. Let's see why are they connected.
Um, Walking across burning coals or red stones has a long tradition. It became popular in Europe and the USA in the 1970s, and many people went on training courses to learn the skill. They believed that firewalking was good for their mind and body and might even give them mystical powers. Actually, the ability to walk over hot coals has more to do with physics than mind over matter. The heat doesn't pass quickly from the coals to the walker's feet, particularly if they keep moving. If you do it properly, there is little risk of injury. In 2002, 30 managers from the KFC fast food chain went on a team building trip. which included firewalking. 20 of them had to go to the hospital in order to get medical treatment for burnt souls. They used red hot wood instead of coal.
Oh, so the firewalking started or became popular where
In Europe and the USA,
why do they practice this one or do this?
I think because they believed that fireworking was good for their mind, body, and maybe give them like mystical powers.
Yeah, so it's that's why it's connected to the mind over matter, the second picture, because it says here, um they believe that it was good for their mind, right? And also body, right? And of course, give them mystical powers. And the ability to walk over hot coals has more to do with physics than mind over matter. So this one is more of our physics, right? Than mind. Okay? So let's see. What about the second one? Why did they say that it's better than mind over matter? The fire walking. Let's find out. Letter B.
Hypnosis. In the 1770s, a doctor called Franz Mesmer started to treat his patients in Paris with a strange new technique. He held their thumbs, pressed their stomachs, and then played music on an instrument made of glass. Mesmer didn't know it, but he was using a form of hypnosis. These days, hypnosis still has medical uses, but most people are familiar with it because of stage hypnotists. These performers ask for volunteers from the audience so that they can hypnotize them. In this state, the volunteers do all kinds of strange and funny things. They eat onions as if they were apples, or they act like animals or giant babies. The hypnotist seems to have control over their mind, although the main purpose is entertainment. Some people find the idea of mind control worrying. The British government even passed a law in 1952 in order to protect the public from irresponsible hypnotists. Most scientists believe stage hypnotism does not involve real mind control. The volunteers are extroverts who want to help the performer put on a good show.
So it started with the show, right? But somehow these some people believe that it's real, right? Like with the mind, but scientists did not believe it with the real mind control. That's why it says the fire walking is better than mind over matter. Why? In the fire walking, they use the
They
body, right? And it says the speed is important. If you do it right, there is little risk of injury, right? Okay. So here, what about this one? The last telekinesis.
Okay. Telekinesis. In the 19th century, scientists became interested in the possibility that some people had the power to move a physical object without touching it. They named this power telekinesis. And over the years, several people have claimed to have it. In 19 in 1980, American James Hydrick became famous overnight after appearing on a TV show. Millions watched him as he made the pages of book turn without touching them. But James Randi, an American magician, was skeptical. He knows the different tricks people use when they pretend to have psychic powers. Randy appeared on a live TV show with Hedrick in order to test his claims. He put small pieces of polystyrene
Polystyrene.
polystyrene around a book and then challenged Hedrick to turn the pages using telekinesis without moving the
Polystyrene.
polystyrene. Hedrick couldn't do it. Later, Hedrick publicly admitted that he
Public.
publicly admit,
Publicly.
publicly admitted that he had never had special powers. So how did the pages move? Simple. He blew them. But he has practiced blowing hard without moving his lips or chest.
So see, these are just like, oh, do we have superpower as human? What about in Vietnam? Like, do you hear anything about like related to this?
No, like except for telekinesis, like just magician do that, and like it looks mysterious, but I know I know the trick behind it, but I'm still surprised when they do it.
So they have tricks, right? Like, is
Mm.
there science behind it? So it's maybe they just have tricks. But of course, like there are some like started in the past and they give them names like hypnosis. Example, they will say, oh, like some countries they call it like maybe it's normal, like, oh, I have been hypnotized like this. So someone just tell me like what to do and then I just follow them, whatever they do. Like maybe it's mind over matter. Okay. Or the fire walking, like if you watch or go into show in a different country or city, you will see in the Philippines there's like this, the number one, the fire walking. Like they will walk on the fire and then they will say, oh, it's nothing. Like they do not look hurt. So we don't know, like, is it true or not? Is it science or not? Okay. So let's see. Okay, anyway, we will continue this next meeting with. Okay, let's try. We have time. So let's match. Let's see if you understand what you have read. What is something used by doctors? Which mind over matter activity is this?
I
B or
think
C?
I think it's hypnosis.
Hypnosis, right? And cost and injury?
I think firewalking.
And did ordinary people start practicing? What is this? In the reading, some volunteers they did this.
I think telekinesis.
The attempts did this. Is it telekinesis? And was first studied in the 1800s.
I think it's
1800s.
I think it hypnosis.
Okay, so we have 1770s in here. Okay, let's see. And often takes place on stage. Which activity?
I think hypnosis and telekinesis.
And was an American performance species of?
I think telekinesis.
Okay, so for number 5, it's hypnosis. And for number 4, it's telekinesis. You're right. Okay. So here, these activities, these are 3 activities some people do and believe. What about you, Betty? These are mind over matter activity. What is mind over matter?
It's like
We use it in English. That sometimes people or your friends will say, "Oh, it's just mind over matter." Haven't you heard that? Like maybe
no.
they, oh really? Oh, like we usually use it for expression. Example, I would say, "Oh, it's really hot today. It's so humid, like oh sticky, right?" And then my friend will say, "Oh, it's just mind over matter. Like just think that it's the wind, or yeah, like there's a cool breeze like that." And then maybe you will feel cool too. Yeah, you will not feel hot anymore. So that's how they use it. This mind over matter. So no.
Yeah.
So what is this? What do you think? Just your
Mm,
opinion with the word literally mind over matter.
I think maybe that works because
Mm-hmm.
um I think sometimes the way you look at something is the way you feel about it. Like
Mm.
if you feel it's bad or disgusting, you won't like to touch or try that. But if you think, it's a new thing, or wow, this is so interesting, you will maybe want to try once. Like,
Mm-hmm.
that's just the way we think of something, and if we use our imagination in the right way, I think that will work too.
Yeah, so it's just a matter of how people think sometimes, right? Like in the reading, like a doctor did not know that he was doing an hypnosis. Like they just claim that, oh, like hypnotizing people already. So in their mind, it's they're doing that, they're controlling already. So like what you said, it's on your mind sometimes. Like, oh, I think it's like this. It's so bad. But it's, is it over your mind or it's the what will happen? Like the matter. Mind over matter, right? Like sometimes you feel, oh, I think I will not do it because I think it's not good. But maybe you did it and it's different, right?
Yeah.
The result is different. But this one with the reading, we have science involved. That's why we have scientists too, right? Which we have the matter. Okay, so we will continue this one next meeting, and I think we will practice vocabulary. Did we have new vocab with the reading? We had, let's see. Oh, okay. So we have experiments too, and we will do speaking next meeting. Okay.
Okay.
Some activity with the reading, and next is the speaking practice. Question?
None.
No question? Okay, so that will be it for today. Okay. So I'll give you some, yeah, maybe activities you can try to do if you have free time. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, so that's it for tonight, Betty. You did a great job. Bye.
Goodbye, teacher.
Have a nice weekend.